And now it's time for Robyn's 10-15 Minutes of Science. Introducing our host, Robyn Joy Science Kling. And her lovely assistant, Amber I'm Cold War.
We will be speaking on heat transfers. Heat transfers from warmer to cooler things. When objects with different temperatures are in contact, the warmer objects become cooler and the cool objects become warmer.
They tend to reach a common temperature. Conduction, convection, and radiation are the three ways that the temperature is equalized.
By electron and
Molecular.
collisions. How well an object conducts heat depends on the electrical bonding of the
Molecular.
structure. If a molecule has a loose outer electrons, it is a good conductor of heat.
Just because they have loose outer electrons. Silver is the best, then copper, and next is aluminum and iron. Wool, wood, straw, paper, cork, and styrofoam are poor conductors but good insulators.
And snow is also a poor conductor. That is, but is
a good insulator because they have their Eskimo.
Eskimos love them. Overall, is when one end of an object is heated up and the heat transferred to the other end. So it starts over here and it ends over here. Cut. The linoleum floor feels colder than the carpet floor, even though both floor materials are the same temperature. This is because the linoleum is a better conductor of the carpet, and heat is more readily conducted from the foot that makes the contact with the linoleum. Cut.
Convection is when heat is transferred by the actual motion of fluid. Radiation is when energy is transferred at the speed of light by means of electromagnetic waves.
Amber, are you cold? Here, this blanket will keep you warm. It will keep the warm heat in and not allow cold air entering in.
Isn't radiation wonderful?
Here's a nifty experiment you can try at home.
Check this out. These are the materials you'll be needing. A rock, a bowl of ice cold water, safety goggles. Make sure when you're heating the rock there is a parent present.
Put the rock in for 2 minutes.
Be looking at him. It's finished! Warms the cool water. The cool water cools down the hot rock. They both meet at a neutral temperature.
That's Newton's law of cooling.
Awesome.
Briefly summarize the ways in which heat is transferred by considering a device that inhibits these three methods. The common vacuum or thermos bottle.
Becky.
The thermos bottle is double-walled glass with a vacuum between the walls. The two inner glass surfaces facing each other are silvered. When a hot liquid is poured into such a bottle, it remains a very nearly the same temperature for many hours. This is because the transfer of heat by conduction, convection, and radiation is severely inhibited. Heat transfer by conduction through the vacuum is impossible. Some heat escapes by conduction through the glass and stopper, but this is a slow process as glass and plastic or cork are poor conductors. The vacuum also prevents heat loss through the walls by convection. Heat loss by radiation is prevented by the silver surfaces of the walls, which reflect heat waves back into the bottle.
Thanks for watching.
And you just enjoyed watching Robyn's 10 to 15 Minutes of Science with your host, Robyn Joy Science Kling, and Amber I'm Freezing Cold Ward.
Have a nice day.
Then science rules.
Science rules. Thanks, Robyn. Now we're going to talk about the greenhouse effect. Those are clouds. And short wavelength radiation from the sun is transmitted through the glass. Long wavelength radiation is energy that is not transmitted out through the glass and is trapped inside. So the greenhouse effect is carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which acts to absorb and retain heat that would otherwise be radiated from Earth into space. So basically, the greenhouse effect plays a bigger role in the warming of the Earth than it does in the warming of our greenhouses. Here's a nifty experiment you can try at home.
Nifty.
Get a plastic container
Plastic.
and put in your little pots and your seeds and your dirt.
Seeds, dirt,
And water them.
water.
And then come back in 2 hours and see what's happening. 2 hours later, we see that there's little water spots. Condensation has occurred.
Awesome.
That's it. That's our experiment.
Yeah, was that fun? And now, it's time for Robyn Joy Science Kling and Amber, I'm cold. Or it's time for 15 minutes of science.
I can't do it. By electron and
Molecular. Try that again.
electron and
Go.
heat conduction occurs by electron and
Molecular.
collision. How well an object conducts heat depends on the electrical bonding of the
Molecular.
structure. yeah, what you sorry.
For the finger. You see the finger?
That finger right there. I see it. Okay, ready? Chris?
It's linoleum. It's linoleum. When the linoleum floor, the linoleum floor feels colder than the carpet floor, even though both floor materials are the same temperature. This is because the linoleum is a better conductor of wood. Carpet.
The linoleum floor. Oh, you can't? Can you see my head?
Yeah, you can now.
I know what I'm doing.
That looks good.
Keep doing it.
Convection is when heat Convection is when heat Convection is when heat is transferred by the actual motion of fluid.
As the rock cools the water,
Heats the water.
as the hot rock warms the cold water, and the cold water cools the rock. As the hot rock warms the cold water.
Start over.
As the hot rock warms the cool water, and the cool water warms the hot rock,
Cools the
Don't worry, just
they meet
But it's not
at a
right.
neutral.
The hot rock warms the cool water. The cool water cools down the hot rock. They both meet at a neutral temperature.
That's Newton's law of cooling.
The ways in which heat is transferred by considering the device. You can't hear me. That's our show for the day. Thanks for watching.
do that again. Go. La la.
Robyn's
Robyn's 10 to 15 minutes of happiness.
Oh. We're gonna now talk about greenhouse effect.
No, just turn it back off and on again.
Short wave. You gotta do short.
No,
You have to.
you don't need to worry about it. I'm gonna come in and do my own thing.
You have to go along
Mandy.
with me. Okay, we're gonna start over. Greenhouse effect. Those are clouds. Long wavelength. So the greenhouse effect is carbon. So the greenhouse effect is carbide. So the greenhouse effect is carbon. You can try at home.
Nifty.
Experiment you can try at home.
Nifty. Nifty. Nifty.
At home.
Nifty.
And put in your little pots and your seeds and your dirt.
Seeds, dirt,
And water them.
water.
Condensation has occurred.
Awesome.
That's
Cool.
it. That's our experiment.
Gone for now.
What a nice guy.
Once I pissed him off and he dropped my score.
then you're like, hey, that's not fair. You can't do that.
I can
I'm telling. That's because you go to Orem Junior. Everyone that's there is retarded. All the teachers are handicapped, missing some limb.